Look at this rock. To you, it's gray, maybe brownish, a little dull. But to a small group of women on this planet, that same rock is glowing with streaks of lavender, veins of teal, hints of pink, flecks of gold. Colors your brain isn't even built to register. They're not making it up. They're not exaggerating. Their eyes are literally different from yours. Welcome to Science Curiosity. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest, strangest, and most beautiful genetic anomalies in human biology, tetrachromacy. The women who might be seeing 100 million colors while the rest of us are stuck with one. At the back of your retina sits a layer of light detecting cells called cones. Most people have three types. The L cone picks up long wavelengths, which we call red. The M cone picks up medium wavelengths, which we call green. And the S cone picks up short wavelengths, which we call blue. 3 cones, 3 color channels, and from those 3 inputs, your brain reconstructs the entire visible spectrum. Roughly 1 to 10 million distinguishable colors. That's what a normal human being sees. That's what you see. That's called trichromacy. 3 cones, roughly 1 million distinguishable colors. That's what almost every human on Earth has. But what if you had 4? Not as a mutation, not as a disease, as a hidden genetic feature quietly written into the DNA of certain women, and only women. That's tetrachromacy, and it might be the closest thing to a real biological superpower we've ever documented. Genetically, roughly 12% of women carry the genetic markers for tetrachromacy. But true functional tetrachromacy, where the brain actually processes the extra color data, is estimated to affect fewer than 1% of people. Here's why it only happens in women, and the answer is written on the X-chromosome. The genes that code for your red and green cone pigments, scientists call them opsins, sit right next to each other on the X-chromosome. Men have 1 X-chromosome. Women have 2. Now here's the twist. In every cell of a woman's body, one of her 2 X chromosomes gets randomly switched off very early in development. It's called X inactivation. So imagine a woman whose 2 X chromosomes carry slightly different versions of the red or green opsin gene. Because of random X inactivation, some of her cone cells will express one version, and other cone cells will express the other version. The result? Her retina doesn't have 3 types of cones. It has 4. A normal red cone, a normal green cone, a short-wave blue cone, and a 4th cone tuned to a wavelength that sits between red and green, picking up light nobody else can distinguish. Men can never have this. 1 X chromosome, 1 set of opsin genes, 3 cones. End of story. For women, the door is open. In 2010, researchers Gabriele and John Mollon ran a landmark study. They gathered 24 women who were all genetic candidates, mothers of color, blind sons, meaning they had to be carriers. They designed a special test. On a specially built colorimeter, subjects had to distinguish between mixtures of red and green light. To a normal trichromat, at just the right ratio, the mixtures look identical. A true tetrachromat would see them as different every single time. Out of all those women, only 1 passed every trial. They called her C-Day 29. Her 4th cone was estimated to be about 12 nanometers away from her normal red cone, a wide enough gap to send a completely independent signal to her brain. She could reliably see differences in color that no trichromat in the study could detect. She wasn't a myth. She wasn't marketing. She was, and is, one of the only rigorously confirmed functional tetrachromats in scientific literature. This is the question everyone asks, and it's the hardest one to answer. A functional tetrachromat can't describe her world to you. She has no words for the colors you can't see, because language was invented by trichromats for trichromats. Imagine trying to explain the color red to someone who's never seen it. Now flip it. That's her. Every single day, trying to describe her world to us. Researchers who've studied artists suspected of being tetrachromats have found something striking. They paint with colors and combinations that other people don't perceive as accurately. but that seem more vibrant, more layered, more alive than what a trichromat would produce. Their world isn't just more colorful, it's structured differently. The way a black and white photograph is structured differently from a color one. That's the story of tetrachromacy, a hidden gene, a fourth cone, and a small number of women who see a version of Earth the rest of us will never know. The colors are there. The wavelengths are hitting all of our eyes, but only some brains ever learn to hear them. The strangest part of tetrachromacy isn't the biology, it's the philosophy. It's a hard proof that reality as you perceive it is not the whole picture. It's just the picture your particular hardware can render. Somewhere out there, a woman is looking at the same sky as you and seeing something you cannot describe, cannot imagine, and cannot ever access. Not because it isn't there, but because you were built with 3 cones, and she was built with 4. So the next time someone argues with you about whether a dress is blue and black, or white and gold, pause for a second. Because they might not be wrong. They might just be seeing a color that your eyes were never built to see if this blew your mind. Hit subscribe. We're breaking down another interesting fact that will change how you see your own body.